The twin sons of Tatooine had taught Anakin Skywalker one truth: secrets buried in sand eventually surface. Now, standing before the Jedi Council, he felt that same scorching heat burning through his chest. "Masters," Anakin began, his voice steady despite the tremor in his hands. "I have something to confess." Master Yoda's ears twitched. Mace Windu leaned forward. The holographic projections of distant council members flickered in anticipation. 3 years ago, I married Senator Padmé Amidala. Silence crashed through the chamber like a star destroyer through hyperspace. Obi-Wan's face drained of color. He had suspected, yes, but hearing it spoken aloud, that was different. "Pregnant she is," Yoda said softly, his ancient eyes already knowing. "Seen it, I have." Anakin's head snapped up. "You knew?" "Suspected, many of us did," Mace Windu said, his tone iron. "But chose to ignore it, we did not. The question is, why confess now, Skywalker?" The nightmares flooded back. Padmé screaming. Childbirth. Death. Anakin's fists clenched. "I've been having visions. She dies in childbirth. I can't. I won't let that happen. But I can't save her alone. I need the Order's help. I need your help." The council chamber erupted in hushed whispers. Some masters looked sympathetic. Others furious. "You have broken the code," Mace stated flatly. "Attachment leads to jealousy. Jealousy leads to fear. You know this, Anakin. I also know that the code was written by people, not gods," Anakin shot back. "I love her. That hasn't made me weaker. It's made me fight harder to protect this galaxy." Obi-Wan finally spoke, his voice thick with emotion. "Anakin, why didn't you tell me?" "Because I was afraid. Afraid of losing everything." Anakin met his former master's gaze. "But I'm more afraid of losing her. So here I am. Punish me if you must. Exile me. Strip my rank. Just, please, help me save her." Yoda's walking stick tapped against the floor, each echo deliberating judgment. "Difficult this decision is. Precedent it will set. Consult with the Force, we must." "You have 24 hours, Skywalker," Mace said coldly. "Do not leave the temple." As Anakin turned to go, he felt something shift, like a disturbance rippling through the Force itself. Across Coruscant, in the Chancellor's office, Palpatine smiled. His carefully laid plans had just encountered an unexpected variable. The council chamber had never felt so divided. For 12 hours, the masters debated, argued, and searched the Force for guidance. Some saw Anakin's honesty as courage. Others saw only betrayal. "He has broken our most sacred rule." Master Windu's voice echoed off the chamber walls. "If we forgive this, what message does it send? That the Chosen One stands above the code. Perhaps the code is not as absolute as we believed," Ki-Adi-Mundi countered, surprising everyone. Anakin did not hide behind lies. He came to us seeking help, seeking wisdom. Is that not what the Jedi are meant to provide? Obi-Wan sat in quiet turmoil. Part of him felt betrayed. His Padawan, his brother, had kept this from him for years. But another part understood. Hadn't he himself bent the rules? Hadn't he cared for Satine, even loved her in his own way? "The boy's visions trouble me more than his marriage," Master Plo Koon said thoughtfully. "If Padmé Amidala dies, and we did nothing to prevent it, Anakin's fall will be on our hands. The dark side feeds on such pain." Yoda had remained silent for hours, his eyes closed, reaching deep into the Force. Finally he spoke. "A crossroads this is. Down two paths we may walk. One, punish Anakin, uphold tradition, and risk losing him to darkness. The other, show compassion, adapt, and risk the code's dissolution. You're suggesting we allow this marriage to stand?" Mace asked incredulously. "Suggesting I am, that rigid we have become. Forgotten we have that rules serve the light, not the other way around." The vote was called. When the count finished, the chamber fell into stunned silence. 7-5. In favor of mercy. The conditions were strict. Anakin would face no exile, but he must undergo intensive meditation and training to master his attachments. He would remain a Jedi, remain a general, but his relationship would be monitored. And Padmé, she would receive the best medical care the Order could provide. When Anakin was summoned back and told the decision, he fell to his knees. Thank you, Masters. I won't let you down." But outside the chamber, a group of younger Jedi whispered angrily. "Special treatment for the Chosen One," one muttered. "We would have been expelled." And in the shadows, A hooded figure listened carefully. The seeds of division had been planted. Chancellor Palpatine's smile never wavered, but behind those pale eyes, fury burned like a dying star. "So the Council has forgiven you," Palpatine said warmly, pouring Anakin a glass of wine in his opulent office. How surprisingly progressive of them. Anakin couldn't contain his relief. "I thought I'd be expelled, Chancellor. Exiled. But they listened. Master Yoda actually listened. They're even assigning Master Shakti to help with Padmé's medical care." Every word was a dagger to Palpatine's plans. For years, he'd carefully cultivated Anakin's isolation, his resentment toward the Council. And now the boy was grateful to them. "That's wonderful news, my boy," Palpatine said smoothly. "Though I must admit, I'm surprised. The Jedi have always been so inflexible." "I was wrong about them," Anakin said, and Palpatine's grip tightened imperceptibly on his glass. "Well, not all of them. Master Windu still doesn't trust me. But Obi-Wan, he's been incredible. He said he's proud of me for being honest." Palpatine's mind raced. He needed Anakin angry, desperate, afraid. Instead, the boy was healing. The visions of Padmé's death, the very nightmares Palpatine had subtly amplified through the Force, were losing their grip. "And the visions?" Palpatine asked carefully. "Do they still trouble you?" "Less," Anakin admitted. "Master Yoda taught me a meditation technique. He says fear of loss is natural, but I can't let it control me. And knowing the Order is helping Padmé, it's given me peace." Peace. The word tasted like poison. "I'm very happy for you, Anakin," Palpatine lied. "You deserve this happiness." After Anakin left, Palpatine stood alone, staring out at the Coruscant skyline. His reflection in the window was cold, calculating. He activated his encrypted comm, Lord Tyrannus. "We're moving to Phase 2 ahead of schedule." Dooku's hologram appeared. "My lord, the Separatist leadership isn't ready." "Make them ready," Palpatine hissed. "The Jedi have taken my apprentice from me, so we'll take everything from them. Increase attacks on Republic supply lines. Target civilian populations. Force the Jedi to spread thin. And Dooku, arrange for an attack on Coruscant. The capital, my lord? If Anakin won't come to the darkness willingly, we'll drag his precious Senate into the fire." Palpatine smiled. Sometimes, the best way to break a man is to threaten everything he's finally learned to protect. The sirens screaming across Coruscant were nothing compared to the sound of Padmé's pain. "Contractions are coming too fast," Shakti said urgently, her hands glowing with Force-healing energy. "The twins, they're not ready. It's too early." "Twins?" Padmé gasped between waves of agony. "Did you say twins?" Outside the medical facility, the sky burned. Separatist cruisers rained fire on the capital. Explosions rocked the building's foundation. This was no ordinary attack. This was coordinated, brutal, designed to sow maximum terror. And Anakin was 3 sectors away, cutting through battle droids like a man possessed. "Obi-Wan!" Anakin shouted over the comms, his lightsaber a blue blur. "I need to get to Padmé. She's in labor." "Anakin, we're outnumbered here. Obi-Wan perido blesta bolt. If we fall back now, the entire Senate district." "I don't care about the Senate." The words tore from Anakin's throat. "My wife is dying. She has the best healers in the Order with her," Obi-Wan said firmly. "Trust them, Anakin. Trust the Force. But right now, thousands of people need you. This is exactly what you told the Council, that your love makes you fight harder. Prove it." The words cut through Anakin's panic like a blade. His master was right. Running to Padmé wouldn't save her. But stopping this attack, protecting the medical facilities, the power grid, the infrastructure she needed to survive, that would. Anakin closed his eyes for one breath, reached out through the Force, and felt Padmé's strength, her fierce determination to survive. Felt 2 small, bright sparks of life within her. Twins. "All right," Anakin said, his voice steady once more. "Let's end this. Fast." Back in the medical bay, Padmé screamed. The building shook. Lights flickered. "I need to push," Padmé cried. "Not yet." Shakti's voice was strained. "Your body isn't ready. If you push now." "I don't have a choice." Padmé's fingernails dug into the medical bed. "They're coming." Another explosion. Closer this time. The windows shattered. Shakti threw up a force barrier, protecting Padmé from the flying glass. "Master T," one of the medical droids said, its voice synthesized but somehow still urgent. The emergency generator is failing. If we lose power, then we do this in the dark, Shakti said fiercely. Outside, Anakin fought like never before. Because this time, he wasn't fighting to save the galaxy. He was fighting to save his family. The hologram flickered to life in the middle of the battlefield. Chancellor Palpatine's face, grave and urgent. Anakin, thank the Force I reached you, Palpatine said, his voice perfectly calibrated with concern. I have information about Padmé. You must come to my emergency bunker immediately. Anakin sliced through another droid, his heart lurching. What information? Is she? She's alive. For now. Palpatine's pause was expertly timed. But her condition is deteriorating. The Jedi healers are doing their best, but they don't understand the true nature of life and death. I have ancient knowledge. Texts recovered from the Jedi archives before the Republic. Techniques that could save her. Every instinct screamed at Anakin to go. To run. To do anything but stand here while Padmé suffered. I'm sending you coordinates, Palpatine continued. But Anakin, you must come alone. The Council wouldn't understand. They'd see this knowledge as forbidden. There it was. The word that had destroyed so many Jedi before him. Forbidden. Anakin's hand trembled on his lightsaber. Behind him, clone troopers shouted coordinates. Ahead, another wave of droid fighters descended. To his left, Obi-Wan battled side by side with Mace Windu, both masters trusting Anakin to hold this sector. Anakin? Palpatine's voice was soft, almost fatherly. She's running out of time. For 3 years, this would have been enough. The fear, the secret, the isolation, it would have sent him running. But something was different now. Anakin closed his eyes, remembered Master Yoda's words, fear of loss, natural it is. But control you, it must not. He remembered the Council's trust, Obi-Wan's pride, Padmé's own strength, and he remembered 2 bright sparks in the Force. His children, waiting to be born. Chancellor, Anakin said slowly, what kind of knowledge are you talking about? The power to prevent death, Palpatine said. The power to save those you love. That's not a Jedi technique. Anakin's eyes opened, suddenly clear. That's Sith. The silence stretched for 3 heartbeats too long. Anakin, I'm trying to help you. No, Anakin said, his voice firm. You're trying to manipulate me. I don't know why or how you have this knowledge, but I know one thing. Padmé wouldn't want me to save her by falling to darkness. He ended the transmission, and across Coruscant, Palpatine's mask of concern finally cracked. Then you've chosen your path, young Skywalker, the Sith Lord whispered to the empty room. And I've chosen. Mean it. Anakin burst into the Council chamber, still in battle-worn armor, smoke and ash clinging to his robes. Masters, the Chancellor, Palpatine, he contacted me during the battle. He offered me Sith knowledge to save Padmé. The room went deathly silent. Mace Windu rose slowly from his seat. He specifically said Sith. He said he had the power to prevent death, to save those I love. Anakin's words tumbled out quickly. When I questioned him, he didn't deny it. He knew too much. About techniques the Jedi don't use. Obi-Wan and Mace exchanged a weighted glance. They'd suspected for months. The way Palpatine always seemed one step ahead. The convenient emergencies that extended his term. The separatist attacks that perfectly served his political needs. We've been investigating the Chancellor quietly, Mace admitted. His connection to the Sith. But we lacked proof. Until now. Proof? Anakin felt the ground shift beneath him. You're saying, the Chancellor is a Sith Lord? That's impossible. He's been my friend, my mentor. Exactly as he intended, Yoda said gravely. Blind we were. But see now we must. The dark side clouds everything, but your honesty, Anakin, cut through the fog, it did. Mace activated his comlink. All available masters, converge on the Chancellor's office. We're making an arrest. I'm coming with you, Anakin said immediately. No, Mace said firmly. Go to your wife. She needs you. We'll handle this. But something in Anakin's chest tightened. A warning in the Force. Master Windu, if Palpatine really is a Sith Lord, you'll need every lightsaber you can get. Mace studied him for a long moment. Can you face him, Anakin? He's manipulated you for years. Can you stand against your friend? Anakin thought of Padmé, of his children being born even now, of everything Palpatine had tried to twist him into. "He's not my friend," Anakin said quietly. He never was. In his office, Palpatine felt them coming, felt the shift in the Force. His smile was cold as he reached for his lightsaber, hidden for so many years. "So be it," he whispered. When Mace Windu's team burst through the doors, for Master Strong, with Anakin Skywalker at their side, Palpatine was already standing, his face transformed into something ancient and terrible. "I am the Senate," Sidious hissed. "Not anymore," Anakin said, igniting his blade. And the battle that would decide the galaxy's fate began. The duel lasted 7 minutes. It felt like 7 lifetimes. Palpatine moved like lightning given form, his crimson blade a blur of ancient hatred. 2 masters fell in the first 30 seconds, Kit Fisto and Aegon Kohler, cut down before they could mount a defense. But Anakin had trained with the Chosen One's raw power, now focused through Jedi discipline. When Mace Windu's Vapad style met Anakin's aggressive Form V, they became an unstoppable combination. "Foolish boy," Palpatine snarled, Force lightning erupting from his fingertips. "I offered you everything. Power, the ability to save her." Anakin deflected the lightning with his blade, feeling the dark side crash against his shields. "You offered me chains. You would have made me a slave. I would have made you a god." Mace Windu struck from the left, his blade cutting through Palpatine's defenses. The Sith Lord howled, stumbled back against the shattered window. "It's over," Mace said, his blade at Palpatine's throat. "The Sith die here." "No," Palpatine smiled, blood on his teeth. "The Sith are eternal. You've won nothing, Jedi. You've merely activated the failsafe." "What failsafe?" Anakin demanded. Palpatine's laughter was a death rattle. "Did you think I had no contingencies? No backup plans? My master taught me well. If I fall, others rise. My death sends a signal across the galaxy. To my hidden apprentices. To my secret weapons. To fleets you never knew existed." "You're bluffing," Mace said. "Am I?" Palpatine's eyes gleamed with malice even as life faded from them. "Order 66 was just one option, Windu. I had dozens, and you'll never find them all." His body went still, but his words echoed. Across the galaxy, in hidden temples and secret facilities, holocrons activated. Messages played. Sleeper agents woke. And in the unknown regions, a massive armada, built in secret over decades, received its command. In the medical bay, Padmé cried out one final time. 2 infants entered the world, a boy and a girl, strong and healthy, crying with the fierce determination of their parents. Anakin felt it through the Force, felt them, and smiled through his tears. But Master Yoda felt something else, something vast and dark, moving at the edge of his senses. "One we have," he said softly. "But the war, only beginning it is." 3 weeks after the fall of Darth Sidious, Anakin Skywalker stood on a balcony overlooking Coruscant, holding his daughter while Padmé cradled their son. "Luke," Padmé said softly, gazing at the boy. "And Leia. After your grandmother and mine," Anakin smiled. They would have been proud. The city below was rebuilding. The Separatist leadership had surrendered within days of Palpatine's death, leaderless and confused. Count Dooku had vanished. The Clone Wars were officially over. But victory tasted bittersweet. "The Senate voted today," Padmé said quietly. "They're creating a new committee to investigate Palpatine's regime. Every secret project, every hidden facility. It could take decades. The Jedi are doing the same," Anakin replied. "Master Yoda says we've been too rigid, too afraid of change. My situation proved that." He looked at his children. They're rewriting parts of the code, not abandoning it but adapting. "And you?" Padmé asked. "What will you do?" Anakin was silent for a long moment. He'd been offered a seat on the council, been told he was the future of the Order. But he'd also been given permission to step back, to raise his children, to choose his own path. "I want to teach," he said finally. "The next generation. I want to show them that being a Jedi doesn't mean cutting yourself off from love. It means mastering it, understanding it, not being controlled by it." Obi-Wan approached from inside the apartment, his expression grave. "Anakin, we've detected unusual signals coming from the unknown regions. Ships. Thousands of them, all bearing Imperial insignia we've never seen before." "Palpatine's contingency," Anakin said, his jaw tightening. "It appears so." Obi-Wan looked at the twins. "I'm sorry, brother," I know you wanted peace." Anakin looked at Luke and Leia, at their tiny faces, so innocent and unaware of the galaxy they'd been born into. He felt their connection to the Force, bright and pure. His children, his future. "Peace isn't the absence of conflict," Anakin said. "It's what you choose to fight for." He handed Leia to Padmé and kissed them both. "I'll come back. I promise." "I know," Padmé said, tears in her eyes. "You always do." As Anakin walked toward his destiny, no longer alone, no longer afraid, the Force rippled with possibility. The galaxy's fate had been rewritten. But the story was just beginning.